So let me get this straight. Your dad divorces your mom after 19 years, and 3 weeks later, he's allegedly living with a woman who's 32 years younger than him, a woman who could literally be your older sister. That's the absolute nightmare Keith Urban's teenage daughters are reportedly living through right now. The rumors got so out of control that Carly herself had to post a denial on January 18th, writing, "This is absolutely ridiculous and untrue," with a crying laughing emoji. But here's the thing, nobody's buying it. Because while Keith's been radio silent about his personal life, his daughters, Sunday and Faith, have made their choice crystal clear. They've basically ghosted their dad and glued themselves to Nicole's side. We're talking Paris, Sydney, red carpets, Thanksgiving turkey trots. Every single public appearance, it's the three of them, holding hands, linking arms, sending one unified message: we don't need him. And honestly, after everything that's come out, you might not blame them. Let's rewind to June 2025, their 19th wedding anniversary. Nicole posts this sweet tribute on Instagram with a photo of them cuddled up, writing, "Happy anniversary, baby." Keith's response? A single heart emoji in the comments. That's it. No post of his own, no declaration of love, just an emoji. Remember the year before when he posted himself actually serenading her for their anniversary? Yeah, the contrast was deafening. Then there was that FIFA match appearance in June. Usually they were all over each other, smiling, affectionate, the whole deal. This time they looked like two strangers forced to sit next to each other on a plane. Zero warmth, zero chemistry. Fans immediately picked up on how icy everything felt. Something was clearly wrong. Fast forward to July, and Keith does this Australian radio interview. The host asks him about meeting Nicole, whether it was fate that brought them together. Keith gets visibly uncomfortable, gives some vague answer, and then literally shuts the conversation down with, "Never know, anyway, moving on." He couldn't get away from talking about his wife fast enough. That's when people really started to suspect the marriage was in trouble. But nobody expected what came next. September 30th, Nicole files for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. And here's what shocked everyone. They settled everything in under 4 months. Most celebrity divorces drag on for years. Keith and Nicole wrapped theirs up by January 6th, 2026. That's insanely fast. The custody arrangement tells you everything you need to know about how this went down. Nicole got primary custody, with the girls 306 days a year. Keith gets 59 days, basically every other weekend. That's not co-parenting, that's Nicole winning and Keith getting visitation rights. And those daughters have made it abundantly clear whose side they're on. A source told the Daily Mail, "I hear he has someone, which is why the girls are publicly supporting mom. People think they're even living together. Teen girls love their dads, so there's a reason they're making it 3 against 1. Translation? Sunday and Faith know something we don't, and they're furious about it. Now let's talk about Carly Scott Collins. She opened for Keith on his High and Alive tour that kicked off in May 2025. They spent months on the road together. She's posted multiple tributes to him on Instagram, calling him a friend and thanking him for his kindness and mentorship. Very sweet, very professional. Except the internet started connecting dots that maybe weren't supposed to be connected. The dating rumors exploded after the divorce was finalized. People claimed they were not just seeing each other, but actually living together. 26 and 58, cohabitating. That's when Carly posted her denial. But here's the interesting thing. Keith himself has said absolutely nothing. No denial, no confirmation, complete radio silence. And that silence is louder than any statement could be. Oh, and Carly isn't even the first younger woman Keith's been linked to since the split. Before her, everyone thought he was dating his 25-year-old guitarist Maggie Baugh after some allegedly flirty moments on stage. So there's a pattern forming here of Keith being connected to women half his age and him never actually addressing any of it. Meanwhile, Nicole Kidman is out here absolutely thriving. She debuted these gorgeous bangs at Paris Fashion Week looking like an absolute goddess. She's been posting constantly with Sunday and Faith, showing the world that she's got her girls and she doesn't need anyone else. Every photo is them holding hands, linking arms, projecting this us against the world energy. It's a masterclass in dignified revenge. But looking back, the red flags were everywhere. We just weren't paying attention. Back in 2006, right before Keith and Nicole got married, his ex-girlfriend, Laura Sigler, actually warned Nicole. She said Keith struggled with commitment and predicted that while they might date for a while, it wouldn't last very long. She was wrong about the timeline, they made it 19 years, but maybe she wasn't wrong about the fundamental issue. Then there was the whole baby girl movie situation. Nicole starred in this pretty steamy film with intense scenes. Keith didn't just skip the premieres. He admitted in interviews that he hadn't even watched the movie. His wife gives this incredible performance, and he couldn't be bothered to see it. When asked what he thought of it, he said he hasn't seen the movie. We've been on holiday in Australia, and it hasn't come out there yet. The excuses were weak, and everyone knew it. Here's the kicker, though. Keith has the words baby girl tattooed on the back of his neck. It's his pet name for Nicole. So when the movie with that exact title came out and people asked if it was connected, Nicole had to awkwardly laugh and say, "Oh no, separate, yeah, coincidence." The secondhand embarrassment was absolutely brutal. According to People magazine, their marriage troubles really hadn't been a secret to those close to them. They'd been living separately since early summer. Nicole was filming Practical Magic 2 in London, while Keith was touring across the US. She used to show up at his concerts all the time, but during this tour, she was completely absent. And get this, Nicole placed paperwork to become a Portuguese resident and was spotted house hunting near Lisbon. Keith never submitted his own residency request. They were literally planning separate lives on separate continents. Sources told TMZ that friends are worried Keith is having a full-blown midlife crisis. He suddenly fired 2 of his band members who'd been with him for over 25 years, including his longtime bassist Jerry Flowers. Then the marriage imploded. Now he's allegedly renovating a music studio in Nashville and working on what people are calling a breakup album. And here's the part that really stings. Multiple sources have said it was Keith who wanted the separation, while Nicole had been trying to save the marriage. So while she was fighting for them, he was already checked out, already moving on to whatever comes next. So where does that leave us? Keith Urban went from being half of Hollywood's golden couple to allegedly dating women his daughter's age in about 90 days. His teenage girls have publicly chosen their mom's side and are barely speaking to him. Nicole secured primary custody, got the public sympathy, and is out here looking more stunning than ever. Whether Keith is actually with Carly Scott Collins or any of these other younger women, one thing is absolutely certain. His daughters believe something happened, and they've made their verdict very, very clear. The question is, will Keith ever address any of this, or will he just keep letting the rumors spiral while he stays silent? Because right now, that silence is destroying what's left of his reputation.